Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Okay, Coach, we are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Miami Dolphins. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now a man who really came on late last year, it's Damian Williams. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
It's not often that you get 19-year-olds that enter the NFL, but this guy is absolutely special. Tremaine Edmonds out of Virginia Tech, 6'4", 250-plus pounds, can run like a deer. We just saw his ability to flash and make plays.
His brother Terrell also taken in the first round. First set of brothers taken in the first round of the same draft in NFL history. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Now, these two teams have met a total of 15 times starting back in 1997. Of course, remember, Baltimore was moved from Cleveland by owner Art Modell back in 1996, so they didn't have a team prior to that. But they met in 97, 15 times since then. The most recent meeting was back in 2017, a 40-0 rout by the Ravens over the Dolphins in October of that year. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Allen. Open man is Trey Burton. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 38-yard line. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 38. To the air. Allen sets up the screen to Lewis. A very solid gain of 27. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Damian Williams, the man he was looking for. But now it's 3rd down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Here we go.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Ready? 70, Indy.
Here we go, D. Here I come.
Leo, go.
Here's Dalvin Cook, 3rd year back from Florida State. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Jones. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. This one into the hands of Metcalf. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Get it.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
Let's go. 10 Lobo. Look at me. Door. 5.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Throwing on second down, Allen. And he slings one that's incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, and it's third down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all.
It got his man complete. Give him 32 on the play.
Let's go. It's a gain of 32 yards. That's good for Dolphins. First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Go now. 60 Pittsburgh.
Double tight. Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down. Check.
On the big grip.
Jones on first down. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. A good pickup there, a 22. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we...
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. DK Metcalf with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Dawson able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Dawson on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Allen now looks to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle.
Alert, alert, alert! 5 wide. Hey, Delta.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen, and he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Here we go. Sponge. 5 wide. Undercrush.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Allen. And it's complete. It's Damian Williams. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know,
And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position.
I'm here all day. Check. Shoot. Watch it. Tighten up.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Dalvin Cook, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Dawson tacks on the point after, and it's now 21-0. After the touchdown, it's Dawson on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. To throw again on 2nd down. Allen, it's Kelsey on the ground. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
First down, Ravens.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And he'll be brought down right on the 50, a gain of 3. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
What we got?
From midfield, here's Allen. Finding Paris Campbell, and there's Campbell's first NFL catch. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 34-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
On 2nd and 10. Allen, and he'll complete this one to Patterson. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. And again, it's Allen. And this is caught by Watkins. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Allen going to come to the line here, 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Allen to throw once more. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Let's go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Go.
They run again on first down. Cook shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. 30, the 20, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Dalvin Cook with now 3 week 1 touchdowns. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Dawson able to connect on the extra point, and it is 28-0. After the touchdown, it's Dawson on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry. On 2nd and 7, Allen, and this is incomplete. He was looking for the rookie Paris Campbell. 3rd down here.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Going for it on 4th down. Allen. Open man, there is Patterson, complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. Allen now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down. Williams. And he's taken down inside the 30. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Check your hot read. Check, 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 check.
They'll run it with Williams. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Ravens get a bit closer. Now, let's not forget that was all set up by the fourth down conversion earlier in the drive.
Would have been a complete letdown if the drive doesn't culminate this way, wouldn't it? If you're going to go for it on fourth down, your intention is to make sure you get a touchdown out of the drive, and that's exactly what they did. Converted, and then converted a second time for 6 points.
This fielded at the 2. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total.
High 7. Ready. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
I smell fear in that offense.
From the 35 on second down, Jones. His throw incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Ready up.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Mike's 54. Rock it. Snap.
From the gun, Jones. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
They run. Cook. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. 2nd and 2. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 12-yard line. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. Give him 9 on the carry, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down. And Dawson's kick is good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. On second down, it's Williams, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back now in Miami. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. On third down, Allen. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
That's what I do.
Check 43. Pass 85, pass 85. Alert. Hey, whoa.
Mike 6. Let him know. Let him know. Let him know. Let him know.
Allen going to go on fourth down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That sack by Tremaine Edmonds. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
On the ready.
51 to Mike. Let's go, D. Let's go.
On first down, Cook. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
So now then, the penalty's got them set up with a 1st and goal. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the 4th. He's the hot hand, so to speak, right? The hot feet in this situation. And he knows how to find the end zone. That time, he just didn't get there.
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Dawson's kick is up and through. And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Throwing again on second down. Allen looking for Campbell downfield. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeout in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Cook, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 4.
Set up, 60 yards.
Yo, 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 yo. Yo!
Ready?
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Cook. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.